about. The government is not only making millions in American tax revenue, but is spending billions to get us in an even deeper deficit. We the people have to realize, our government is becoming way too powerful. They own every aspect of our lives and will keep escalating until we have no rights and are forced into, societal life and wage slavery. We're a capitalist nation and we're moving closer and closer and closer to socialism. So what do you think they're up to? Regardless of the political party affiliation, that is nothing more than a show. A divide and conquer strategy, Republican or Democrat, either or. I'm more of a moderate than anything. But I believe our government does not do anything out of the kindness of their hearts, to bring change to the American people. The truth is, everything our government does is planned and organized to solely benefit themselves. They can say all they want, they always have, they always will, to work their way and slide their way into the American people's minds to make them think that there's something, but when really, anything they do and whatever they do, it's for them. It's not for you. It's for their pockets and for their control. That's all they want to do, is they just want to control. For the information I've researched, they have hidden agendas in everything they do. And it's, it's in history and it's now present right now. So such is the poor economy. Why waste a tragic event when they could put a twist into their intentions and make something more out of it while the people believe what they're doing, Everybody, the media controls all the minds of America. So if the president says all these wonderful things, the media is ran by the government. So hey, they're gonna tell them what to say, it's gonna get through the tube, and everybody's gonna be, bowing down to the almighty. So everything is a good idea up front. Painting a rosy picture with a, underlying reason for doing what they are doing. Money and control, such as Social Security, such as Medicare, such as taxes, etc. They control the banks, the government controls the auto industry, the government controls the stock market. They have spent billions upon billions of our taxpayer money on frivolous matters. I mean, if you would see the research that the government pays out of our pockets to do, I mean, it is just absolutely ridiculous. And all their, fancy jet planes over here and over there, traveling, their awesome vacations, their big bonuses, their, extravagant dinners and booze and everything. It's just all of our money. Hey, it doesn't matter, whatever we make it, let's spend it, They've devalued our currency and boosting inflation through their bailouts, TARP, collection, the so-called, economic recovery package, the stimulus bill. He claims that, it's done so well. Right, I didn't see a penny, and I doubt you did either. They're attempted to push control over our health industry. That didn't work, which brings me to the conclusion that America, I think, is finally waking up to the fact that we are over $12 trillion in debt in our deficit, and an increasing 1.7 billion every day in our deficit. And I think American people, Massachusetts finally voted Republican just for the filibuster. So that really shows the government what is really happening, and that we're actually coming to our senses on, hey, maybe they're not all for us, maybe they are just for control. Our government is collecting taxes from us immeasurably. I understand that the roads need to be repaired, they have to pay the police and fire protection, national defense. It's our civic duty. That's okay with me. I understand that everyone must pay their fair share, but it's pretty ridiculous. The average American citizen pays so many unfair high taxes, and our government just throws our money away, like I was saying before. If you think about it hypothetically, if one person pays approximately $500 each month in federal income taxes, times approximately 100 million people who are working, this is equivalent to $50 billion each month and $600 billion each year. That is a lot of money, and that's a really low ballpark figure on how much they're actually making off the American tax money. In addition, our government expects us to file income taxes. The IRS breathes down everyone's throat that's making any sort of income. Government also expects us to pay capital gains, taxes on any investments that we are fortunate enough to accumulate, some interest on investing in America's future. However, we cannot determine what our government is actually doing with our money. They can audit us, ride our butts for all kinds of taxes, federal taxes, state taxes, local taxes, county taxes, school taxes, property taxes, capital gains, gifts, estates, etc. I mean, there's so many, you can't even process them all. But we the people can ask our government where, to see their records of our tax money being spent. That's not right, that shouldn't happen. They should have proof of every penny we spend and where it goes at all times. But that never happens. Our government has built themselves much bigger, and they have created so many government jobs, while civilian jobs are few and far between, and regular jobs, businesses, corporations are being sent overseas because it's cheaper. It's like a monopoly game. There's no money in the bank, there's no money in circulation, and everything on the board the government owns. So all of this that they're doing or have done will make us, the majority of us, directly working for and totally dependent on Big Brother. Delegation means that powers were extended to government but not abrogated by the people. That the people would always retain the power and could recall the power at any time. Once government gets too big and gets too powerful, the ability of the people to do the latter becomes increasingly more difficult, and that's where we are now. We've been there for a while, and it's just getting worse because the government just keeps on wanting to control more and more aspects of our lives. Our founding fathers, even our founding fathers, knew that the accumulation of too much power in the hands of the state would ultimately destroy all of our rights, burn the Constitution. Therefore, government was purposely limited to a size and scope. But if any individual or American or a group or like a cult almost questions any of their authority or anything that they're doing, Obama and the administration labels you as a conspiracist and an extremist if you do not believe in what they believe in. What? So we can't have our own thoughts and opinions about what they're doing. If you don't agree, you're an extremist. That's absolutely insane. And so my conclusion is, we the people all better get on the same page now to help us and help ourselves and help the future of our children. This is our country. We fought for it. Many have died for it, still dying for it, and it won't be given up that easily to the big man and the powerful hand. We must get involved and petition for change, not the so-called change that we have been seeing. The government has to stop growing, stop meddling, stop ruining, stop spending, and start keeping the financial games at their own. America is fed up and will rise before our capitalist state goes under a socialist agenda. This is over. We will rise up. Thanks to Fox Networks, thanks to Glenn Beck, thanks to O'Reilly, thanks for all them revealing all their twisted acts that are going around in the White House. People are actually understanding and figuring out that, hey, this isn't all just this rosy picture of, the big man, doing good things for America. We all know the truth now, so I hope this helps. Thank you guys.